Restaurant red alert. This one is triple trouble. Tonight we have 3 restaurants to tell you about. They all shut down last week with rodents in the kitchen. Tropical Smoothie Cafe in Bartow and 2 Tampa restaurants, Mary's Miracle Restaurant serving Southern food and Garden Grill Cafe on West Hillsborough. 10 News reporter Bo Zimmer is checking on conditions inside the kitchen so you can know if everything really is cleaned up.
For nearly 18 years, they've been serving up breakfast, lunch, and dinner at the Garden Grill Cafe on West Hillsborough.
I saw Eggs Benedict on the menu. The picture looked good, so we said, let's do it.
Krista Chow visiting for the first time with her cousins. She had no idea the restaurant was shut down last week as an emergency closure. A state health inspector documenting 17 violations, including rodent activity. The restaurant ordered to throw out rice and dry beans after chew marks were found through the plastic packaging, with rodent droppings discovered on shelving on the ground and through the dry storage area.
Is that a concern for you?
Absolutely. I mean, that's a concern for anyone.
Can we go
Sure,
outside?
absolutely, yeah.
I want them to know that it's 100% clean. They could eat off my floor as always.
Owner Brenda Daskell meeting us at the restaurant to show us where she believes the problem is originating.
We see little field mice coming right from there through here into our building.
Gotcha. That's got to be a challenge that's hard to deal with.
Not only a challenge, it's very frustrating.
She's calling on the county to cut back vegetation and keep the ditch clean to help alleviate the problem, which seems to be getting worse.
You can see them walking across the street.
But the health inspector says it's also the restaurant's responsibility to better seal up their building, pointing out holes and damage to the ceiling and walls, along with here at the bottom of the back door.
So there's a little bit of a crack there where...
And a little bit of a crack there.
Right over here, okay.
And the landlord said he was going to fix it.
Okay.
Daskell invited us inside to show us her cleaned up kitchen.
Would that be like a little one there?
But within minutes, we started finding these.
Yes.
Tiny rodent droppings on the floor and up on shelving near the ketchup bottles at the back of the kitchen.
What do you think it's going to take to get that taken care of once and for all?
Probably just, I don't know. I wish I could bring my cat here, but that's not allowed.
Okay, so we looked all around, and other than those few remaining rodent droppings, Garden Grill's kitchen actually did appear to be very clean. They're just hoping for some help from the county now to keep those rodents away from their building. 2 other closures from last week we need to tell you about. Mary's Miracle Restaurant on East Hillsborough Avenue. This is a place that's been around for like 50 years. They were shut down last week with an objectionable odor from all the rodent droppings in their kitchen. The inspector reporting rodents getting into the pancake mix. It was apparent this establishment actually worked very hard to clean up, and no more droppings there. And then also Tropical Smoothie Cafe on North Broadway in Bartow. They were also shut down with 17 rodent droppings under equipment and behind the front counter in their kitchen. All 3 of these restaurants have since been cleared to reopen.
Is it the first time on a restaurant red alert you've had to go out into the ditch to check out stuff out there?
No, actually sometimes you'll find that the vegetation around a restaurant can sometimes have an influence. Also, if the water rises, that can sometimes
So is that pretty common then to see around these restaurants?
If you have lots of bushes and vegetation, that could be a problem. The other thing that we're seeing is that if there is a massive change in temperature or a change in the weather, whether we have a lot of rain or a hurricane, those types of events we've seen in the past have sometimes resulted in a spike of emergency closures of restaurants because of rodent or roach issues.
My goodness. Well, hopefully they get those things figured out.
Yeah, and we're going to post, there were several other restaurants shut down last week. We're going to post the full list of all of the emergency closures on our website at WTSP.com/red alert.